Malaysia! Check it out, we are back in KL, the city we know and love. One of our favorite cities, no?
Right, yes.
One of our favorite countries.
Definitely.
I just broke my glasses.
Oh no.
Anyway, the point is this. We wanted to circle back and talk about Peru before we jump into the next 90 days, which should have 60 or so vlogs from Malaysia coming soon. So Malaysia 2.0 starts after this vlog, but we did want to circle back to our Peru series because as you guys know, we got robbed in Peru and then we just sort of stopped all of our projects.
Right.
We have a bunch of footage we didn't use, we have a bunch of people we want to thank and things we want to say, but once we got robbed, we sort of just kind of had to go back to Canada and it all went wrong.
Right.
Which is a bit of a shame because outside of getting robbed in Peru, we actually had a great time.
That's right.
We had some really nice experiences with local native people. We were really learning a lot about traditional Quechua culture, some really unique experiences, and we didn't mention any of them. We just sort of stopped everything and went back to Canada to purchase all our new stuff. That's true. Before coming back to Malaysia. So first things first, for the month of March in Peru, we were traveling with a group of people called the Wi-Fi Artists. Now they invited us and hosted us. It's a really unique way of traveling. It's a community of digital nomads, so everybody in their community is working and traveling. Right. So for this reason, Wi-Fi Artists finds everybody a really nice apartment. You guys probably saw some clips of our apartment, way nicer than places we usually stay. That's like true. Really, really nice apartment because Wi-Fi Artists can negotiate a good price because they've got 10 or 15 people. So you get a really affordable and really nice apartment, as well as they had a working space, which was sort of incredible. They had like soundproof rooms where you can do conference calls and stuff. So all of the people in their group were Monday to Friday working in the working center, the working space, and then on weekends, the Wi-Fi Artists would plan trips. These really incredible trips. Yeah. Now, the most important thing to mention is when we got robbed, we were not with the Wi-Fi Artists. That's right. They were pretty accommodating to us because they're sort of weekend warriors. They work during the week and then every weekend they do these events. Whereas Ivana and I are every day doing events, more or less. So they let us come and go. So we went away from the Wi-Fi Artists, we found our own accommodation, we stayed there and we got robbed. So no security concerns at the Wi-Fi Artists. And I will say this, the guy who created Wi-Fi Artists, he was traveling with us. He's a bit of a superstar. He's a really great guy. He's really helpful to us, really understanding, because the idea was we would travel with them and we'd make some videos showing this unique community they've built. Right. And because we got robbed, we lost all the footage, we lost everything. And so he was really nice about everything. Right. You guys remember the video where we got robbed? He was there with us. Yeah. He spent the whole night with us in the police station. He kind of volunteered his time. He bought us dinner that night. We had no money with us and everything. So shout out to him, and we really enjoyed our Peru trip outside of the terrible event. That's true. Now, when we first heard, or at least when I first heard of Wi-Fi Artists, I figured it was a way to travel for beginners. But people who were not good at traveling or they were nervous about traveling, they could travel in this group. It's a lot better. You have people you're with and you kind of have this community. But obviously Ivana and I are not beginner travelers, 3 years going, and we found a lot of value there. That's right. We sort of really liked it. One thing I liked most about it was our group was a whole bunch of different people from different countries. There was a Mexican lady, there was a French lady, there was an Armenian guy, a bunch of American people, Canadian, Indonesian. What's nice about traveling in a group is you get to see the tourist attraction or the experience you're having. You get to see it from other people's eyes. So I'm sort of naturally looking at things as a Canadian perspective with an Indonesian add-on perspective, you and I together. That's right. But seeing things from other people's point of views sort of enriches the experience. I would say the experience was something like, how's it go? Faster alone, but further together. If we were doing pros and cons of Wi-Fi Artists, it's certainly a little bit slower because you've got a big group of people, so you can't just kind of get hungry and go for lunch. You've got to ask everybody what they want and find a restaurant that can accommodate 10 or 12 people and everything. But the experience was really, really rich. We got to meet and new friends from different backgrounds. Yes. Like we met other YouTubers. There's other YouTubers. There's a lot of accountants. A lot of people doing like product design online. Yeah. A lot of people working online. Yes. Working remotely. Exactly. And everyone's sort of young and driven and doing something interesting. They all have different skills. And they've got a different life, and it's really nice to travel with them. We were sort of burnt out from 3 years of consistent travel, and then meeting up with the Wi-Fi Artists sort of rekindled our love for travel and meeting people and learning. Yeah. So my point is, whether you're a new traveler who's nervous, definitely there's value in Wi-Fi Artists because they plan everything for you.
Yeah, it was nice for a while because I plan everything for our trip normally,
So
and
you
it
get the
was
month
nice.
off.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
nice to get the month off.
Because they have someone working there who plans everything. They have someone working there who organizes all the accommodations and stuff. So everything is really nice. For a beginner, it would be super helpful, but also for people like us, was quite enjoyable.
I like it.
Yeah, and to be clear, the week before we got robbed was the greatest week ever.
Oh yeah.
We had so many nice experiences coming, doing things in small town Peru, countryside of Peru, learning about native culture. And so for this reason, we wanted to circle back and sort of talk about our Peru trip with some positive light. We're super excited to be here in Malaysia, like off the charts. But we just kind of left everything in Peru as is, which is not really right because we did have a really good experience.
That's true.
And what's nice is because there's a community of people, everyone's got sort of different skills. There's one Mexican lady who obviously speaks Spanish. She says, okay, we'll do a Spanish lesson. She's not really a Spanish teacher, but she just puts together a little course and we all learn the basics of Spanish, which is really helpful because in Peru, we were asking people how much does this cost? We speak Spanish. Well, we know all the numbers and hello, how are you? I'm good, thanks. All the basics. We even had the opportunity, which would have been a whole video itself. Ivana and I did a talk. We had I think there was 8 people or 10 people there.
It was quite a number of people showed up
I thought
to
it would
our
be zero,
talk.
but we did a talk about our experience YouTubing and our experience traveling, and it was sort of nerve-wracking. We're not really talk people, but we
went out of our comfort zone.
We went out of our comfort zone and we gave a talk and we met a bunch of other people who are not part of Wi-Fi Artists, but rather part of the co-working space.
Yeah, so it's it's a good way to network with other people as well.
Really good way to network with young, interesting people. We're planning on doing a whole video about the talk. It was like, wow, we're doing a talk, you know?
Yeah, wow.
Unbelievable.
I feel like we were on TED Talk or something,
it was
even though we were.
Very mini TED Talk. It's TED Junior. 10 people at a TED Talk, but anyway, all the footage was gone and we just sort of got fed up and left it. And so for this reason, we wanted to circle back and give a big shout out to Wi-Fi Artists. The owner, the guy, is a good guy. Really nice guy and really sharp and really planned a nice trip.
Yeah, so
now they're in Mexico City. I think next month they're going to Portugal. Every month they do a new city and they bring this group with them, and it's really great. It's really great. If you're a digital nomad or someone who has the possibility of working in a different city, like working online, Wi-Fi Artists is really something to look into.
Yeah, and they also they were so nice because they have something called digital backup, technology backup.
Oh yeah, this is incredible.
So
this is one of the benefits of traveling with them is they've got extra laptops and extra gear. And so when we got robbed, we did release a few vlogs saying we got robbed and stuff. We were able to use their laptop for a couple days before we flew back to Canada. Right. One of the added benefits. There's a whole list of benefits. I would really consider looking into it. Yeah. If you're someone who can work in a different city. Because if you're going to go at it alone, honestly, traveling full-time is a job in and of itself. So if you already have this job online and then you want to travel, you basically got 2 jobs. You're going to be working 24/7. But if you just join up Wi-Fi Artists, you do your job and they'll take care of more or less everything else. That's true. Highly recommended. There you have it. Highly recommended. And honestly, super excited to be back in Malaysia. Super excited for this. So the trip starts now. We've got probably 50 or 60 vlogs coming from Malaysia. Can't wait. I think the Wi-Fi Artists will make their way here too as well. I'm trying to convince them to do KL. They'll have a great time in KL. It's a great city. I think they'll go to Southeast Asia, but not to Malaysia at the moment. But maybe one day we'll convince them. But they're going slowly because it's every month they change. So they don't want to fly 27 hours like us. They stay in one city for one month and then they move somewhere on. Sort of nearby. So every month they move to another country. They should do KL because it's awesome here. I'm super excited for this. Shout out to Wi-Fi Artists. Hopefully you guys will consider it because it was really great. Yeah. We didn't have anything to complain about. Other than being robbed, which to be clear happened on our own time. It wasn't. Boom. There you have it, guys. Okay, thanks for watching our video. Just a short one today, just a simple one, but super excited for lots of Malaysia stuff coming. Woohoo! Peace. Shout out to Wi-Fi Artists. Later, guys.